Welcome to Mrs. G DIY Designs. My name is Trina, and today I will be showing you how I revamp these nightstands by using custom cut mirrors from Lowe's. Be sure to give them a call before heading to the store because all Lowe's do not cut mirrors. I will also be using these mirrored tiles from Amazon as well as crushed glass from Michael's. I will list all of the links in the description box below. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Now let's get right into the video. These are the two nightstands that I will be doing today. So I'm just going to add crushed glass and glitter to the drawer. And I'm also going to put mirror on the top that I got from Lowe's. This is the epoxy that I'm going to use. I got this from Michael's. It was about $23. So it comes with measuring cups. And you have part A and part B. And we're just going to mix 2 equal parts. So I don't have a big project. I'm just going to do 1 full cup, 30 milliliters. Hopefully this will be enough for both drawers. So I'm just going to pour it in a cup. I'm trying to get out as much as I can. That way I make sure that it's an even amount. Okay. Now I'm going to take part B and do the same thing. 30 milliliters. Remember, just get it all out of the cup as much as you can. And you just want to stir it for 3 minutes. Okay, make sure that you stir it for 3 minutes because if you don't, it will not cure properly. It'll just be tacky. Okay, so I did finish stirring for 3 minutes. Now all I'm going to do is just go ahead and pour some epoxy on the drawer. Now normally I would take the drawers out. However, these drawers are not coming out. So I'm doing this drawer for my friend, and she actually bought this off of the street. Someone was having a yard sale, and she bought 4 of these. So you just want to take the epoxy and just spread it out. and it's actually self-leveling. Make sure that you don't get it close to the edge because you don't want it to drip. And you can also use some painter's tape as well around the edges, just to be on the safe side, so you don't, drip anything. You can actually put some painter's tape behind your hole where your knobs was at to make sure no epoxy drips inside of the drawer. Remember, do not put a lot of epoxy near the edges. I would advise that you use painter's tape though. And brush your epoxy away from the edges. That way it doesn't drip. Alright, I'm not sure if you guys can see it or not, but I do have epoxy on the entire drawer. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do the second drawer the same exact way. So we just want to do the same thing that we did to the first drawer. Just spread it out. Okay. So as you can see, it does not take long at all to do this. I'll be finished this in a couple minutes. As far as the whole drawer is concerned with the crushed glass and the glitter. It's not a long process. Okay. Alright, so now that I have that complete, I can go ahead with the crushed glass. Make sure that you look at it real good to see if you have the epoxy everywhere. Because if you're missing epoxy in certain spaces, you will not have anything there at all. Okay. Now I do have some epoxy left over. It's enough epoxy to do about 2 more drawers of the same exact size. So if you have drawers this size and you have 2 drawers, you probably want to just do 15 milliliters instead of 30. So this is the crushed glass that I'll be using, and I got this from Michael's. Just gonna take the glass and sprinkle it on like so. Alright, so now I'm just going to use my fingers to actually push it up to the edges and to give it like an even coat. And this way you can flatten the glass out too. Now if you want, you can use gloves. think I'm going to do a little bit more glass. Just going around the edges a little bit. Not too much. So now that I've finished putting all the crushed glass on, I'm going to put this sterling silver glitter on. And I got this from Walmart. And this is going to give it a nice sparkle. Okay, I need to use my other fingers because I have epoxy on my fingers. So this adds sparkle. I mean, it's all glitter, but so it's going to be sparkle regardless. However, this fine glitter gives it way more sparkle than just using a holographic glitter by itself. So now I'm going to use this holographic glitter from Walmart as well. Make sure you get it around your edges. And I just put it on the first hole, that way I can control how much comes out. I like using quite a lot of glitter. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit more of this fine glitter on top. And I also have this snowy glitter. I think I got this from Michael's. It's white. And it adds a little bit more sparkle also. I'm just gonna put a little bit on there. I'm gonna do just a little bit more. Okay. So that's all of the glitter that I'm going to use. And the last thing that I'm going to use is this diamond dust from Michael's. And what the diamond dust does is it adds sparkle also. Okay, And that's it. So I'm just going to let this dry. Let me show y'all how it looks right now. So this is how it looks now. So I'm just going to let this dry overnight. And I'll show you guys the finished product tomorrow. Actually, it's not going to be the finished project because I have some other things that I want to add to these nightstands. But I'm going to let it dry first and then we'll just finish everything up tomorrow. Okay, so it's the next day and I shook off all of my excess glass and glitter. I just wanted to show you guys something. So I do have some glitter right here, and what you want to do is after you put all of your crushed glass and glitter on and you're finished, just clean up all of the excess so that way nothing gets stuck where you don't want it to be. So now I'm gonna have to go back and try to get this off. I may have to repaint this area again, I'm not sure. So again, just make sure you brush off anything that you don't want on there once you're done. So now we're going to go ahead and add some mirror towels. This is how it comes, and I got this off of Amazon. So I already cut my towels into the pieces that I want. So after you cut it, go ahead and make sure it's exactly how you want it, because you don't want to stick these on your furniture and then it's not how you want it, or it's too big, because then you'll just have a mess. You'll have to cut it off and you're going to end up breaking some pieces of towel and you may have to buy some more. Okay, so it's just a little piece of paper on the back. Just peel it. Now this is very sticky. You don't need any glue or anything. This is everything that you need. Make sure that it's placed where you want it to be before you actually push it down. And that's pretty much it. I got these towels off of Amazon. It really don't matter which ones you get. They're all the same. Except it is some bigger towels, some bigger towel pieces on there. And I've used those as well. It depends on the look that you're going for. These are the smaller ones. And I'll place the link in the description below. And make sure that you push them close together so that way you don't see any gaps. Okay, it looks like I'm going to need some more for this part. And this is why you want to measure it. So this is the stylus that I use to cut the mirror tiles with. It makes it so much easier. Okay. Now that I'm finished the trim, I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to continue with the top of the nightstand. This is the mirror that I will be using. Me and my friend went to Lowe's to get this cut. We did measure it. However, you can see that it doesn't fit all the way. And she actually has all of the leftover mirror. So she may have the pieces that I need, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. So what I'm gonna do is, to make up for this extra space, I'm gonna just add some mirror tiles. And I pre-cut these as well. Okay, so I just need one more piece. So just make sure that you measure it properly. Okay, so I don't have a lot of storage on my phone. I actually need to delete a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this to the top. Okay. So I did forget one thing. We're going to actually sand this, sand all of the edges because it's real sharp. So you want to sand it, and the glue that I'm going to use, I normally use this glue, this Gorilla Glue, but I don't have my caulk gun, so I'm just going to use the E6000. This is the sander that I'm going to use to sand around the mirror, and I just got this from the Dollar Tree, and this is medium coarse. I'm done with the sanding, so I'm going to just go ahead and glue down the mirror. I usually wouldn't even really glue the top, because that way you could take it on and off, or if it breaks, then, you know, it'll be easy to replace. Mine have not broken, and I've had mine for a couple of years. The only reason why I'm gluing it is because of the mirror towel pieces. Okay.
So now I can go ahead and finish adding the towels.